His wife asked for a divorce because of this. Every time that he wanted to have intimacy and satisfy his partner and make love to her, John felt like this pill-taking strategy was overwhelming, and it was the thing that he had to obsess with all the time. In this video, I'm going to share John's story and how he went from success on the outside, business, body, confidence, to inner giving up and feeling like there was no hope. Going back to the start of John's sexual experiences, the first time that he went to make love, his friend dropped in a story of make sure that you don't lose the erection because I heard something about this that happens and you don't want to do that. You don't want to disappoint the other person. This had never been in John's head before. He went to make love and that exact thing happened. The feeling of being nervous going into that experience, along with the story that he'd been told, it just stacked and it was too much pressure. Now, this didn't make too much of a difference for the next few years in John's life, but he noticed that every so often this sense of pressure would come back in and he wouldn't be able to perform the way that he wanted to in the bedroom. And eventually this led to having to seek medication, Viagra and Cialis, to see what worked best. And over time, John met a woman who he then married. And this was going on in secret, having to take Viagra, having to obsess over how much, at what point, when do I need to take it? And he got to the point of feeling like, I'm not a man. I'm successful on the outside. John had multiple successful businesses. He took incredible care of his body. He worked out every single day. In fact, he did martial arts every week and he became a master at that. So from the outside looking in, he seemed a very successful man who had it all together. On the inside, having to go to the bathroom every time to think, are we going to have sex? How much of a pill do I need to take? This was destroying him. All he wanted to do was be able to satisfy his partner and take her and make love to her in the way that he felt he was able to do so, but didn't know how. Fast forward a few years, this pressure had seriously built up, and his wife had left multiple times. He had left multiple times because he felt ashamed, but they still loved each other and they knew that they wanted to make this work, but they had to overcome this barrier. His partner was worried, was it because of her? Did he not find her attractive anymore? And John knew desperately, no, I love you with all my heart. But there's this challenge going on that he didn't know how to fix it until he got the right tools and strategies. But before that, his wife had asked for a divorce. His wife had asked for a divorce because they didn't see a way through this. Now, fast forward to John getting the right tools and strategies, and the relationship did not end up in a divorce. In fact, it was the absolute opposite of that. He was able to learn again how to feel confident within himself, feel trusting of his body in a very short space of time, to then be able to make incredible, passionate love and explore new things, explore new boundaries with his partner. And not only were they having incredible, passionate sex again, they were also planning their first child. How incredible is that? It makes me smile and feel joy every time I hear it. And if you can relate to any of this story that I've just shared about John, if it feels like you want to satisfy your partner, you want to make incredible love, have amazing sex with them, and then there's this other part that feels like the pill-taking strategies or medication is just running the show and you don't want this anymore. And there's a part of you that believes it's possible to get this sorted because, you know, it's mindset and not medical. Then you're in the right place. The first step to get this sorted is understanding, is this performance anxiety and what to do about it. So that you can do exactly that, I've created something called the Performance Anxiety Quiz. This is 10 free yes or no questions that you can ask yourself right now that will show you, is this performance anxiety or is it something else? And I will also share with you some incredible exclusive free bonuses as well that includes the top 5 game-changing books that I've read to get this sorted. I'm sharing with you the same tools that got this sorted for me and other men just like John that I've worked with around the world. First step is finding out, is this performance anxiety? if you'd like to do that, below in the comments, you'll see a link to the performance anxiety quiz. Click on that link. It will take you straight to the page where you answer the 10 yes or no questions. You access the quiz and the free bonuses as well. As I said, if you can relate to this story, this does not need to continue. You do not need to go as close to a divorce as John did. It's totally possible to get this sorted and have incredible, passionate sex again. Head below now, click on that link to the quiz, and I will see you there.